Honestly, I'd rather shut my tongue in a car door than do ratings right now, but here we go. Right, hello everybody, welcome back to the Golden Sky. Oh, mate, it is Sunday, 19th of October 2025, a day that can't end fast enough, to be honest. Liverpool have just lost again, this time to United, 2-1 at home, the worst result of the season so far. To lose to your biggest rivals, to lose in that manner, it's a disaster. It is a catastrophe at Liverpool right now. I am having a meltdown, big time. Like I said at the very start, this is probably the last thing I want to do right now. But I made a commitment, so here we are. Hope you enjoy. And if you do enjoy, and if you are joining me on YouTube, please just click the like button. Comment what you think of these fucking bunch of idiots today. Let me know what you think, what you'd rate these lot today in the comments, please. Subscribe to the channel as well. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers. And if anything could possibly cheer me up after that shit show of a performance once again, it would be that. So please do subscribe to the channel if you are new around here as well. Podcast listeners, 5-star rating and reviews. Guys, I am so done with Liverpool at the minute. I am so sick of them. Just want to, before I get into the actual players for a second, just talk about Arne Slot for just a quick second. Okay, so before the game starts today, my dad says I should start rating the manager in these ratings, and I've always been, no, I don't rate the manager, I just rate the players, ever since I've done ratings for years and years going back. I want to talk about him because today, I can't even sum up how bad it is, right? How bad it is that he selects that team today, and I look at it, and Florian Wirtz is on the bench, okay? It's unacceptable, right? Not only that, but to then leave him on the bench for 60 minutes is so far beyond the realm of possibility. It actually blows my mind. My brain explodes out of my head at that possibility. It just can't happen. It's not possible to happen, but it is reality, and that's what happened. The tactical plan, we'll look at this later in the week, but that first half is an absolute disaster class in tactics. I've never seen tactics like it in my life. To have basically one player in the middle of the pitch and nobody else anywhere near him when United's weakness is the middle of the pitch blows my mind. To have our players stood up front, we'll get to the individuals later, with no method of getting them the ball is incomprehensible. It doesn't make sense, okay? Arne Slot got that one completely and utterly wrong today. It's a joke of a setup. It's a joke of a performance from the players. He can't control them on the pitch. But the way he set them up, you can do all these interviews before the game and say, oh, they're going to play Mason Mount, so it's going to be more of a 5-2-3 or a 5-3-2, blah, blah, blah. You can say that all you want. If our team is there, set up in a formation of 4-1-5, or God fucking knows what it was, we've got no chance. We've got no chance at all, okay? I also want to talk about the referee. Now, let me get this out the way, early doors. Man United, I hate Man United. They 100% deserved to win that match today. And I'll tell you why. Because Liverpool were a joke. A disgrace. Yes, we hit the post. Yes, we maybe should have scored some more goals. But that's just not good enough for me at this point in the season. We're 10 or 12 games in, I don't even know how many. And every single game for Liverpool has come down to the last minute. Either us trying to win it or trying to salvage a point. It's not acceptable. It's just not acceptable, right? For the referee in the first minute of that game, I want to say that point that United deserved to win, so it doesn't seem like I'm blaming the ref why we lost, because he isn't why we lost. We lost because we're shit. That's why we lost. But the referee, to see McAllister get his head blown off in the first minute, and then to say that he didn't see it, and that's why he didn't stop the play, is a sackable offence. Genuinely a sackable offence. That's like if I went to work and I don't know, somebody came in and was robbing all our stuff, right? Robbing all the computers, and I'm there like this. I can't see. Nothing's happening, and I'm the only one in the office. I'm meant to be the bloody security guard, and I can't see what's going on. I get sacked. It's incomprehensible how bad it is. Again, to say that word. Inconceivable. Unacceptable. All the words. Guys, it's going to be an angry ratings. I am absolutely fuming. I am tilted beyond belief. I waited 2 fucking weeks to watch Liverpool. I didn't know if I was excited or not. I didn't know if I was ready to get mad. But sure enough, the tricky Reds, once again, showed up and pissed me right off. So, should we rate them? I suppose we should, shouldn't we? Right, let's get these bunch of clowns on the board and give them all a rating. Okay. Mamardashvili in the net. Right. Should he save the first one? Possibly, in my opinion, could do better. He comes rushing out. The ball goes pretty much right at him. It hits his knee and goes in. Maybe he should save it. Does Alisson save it? Maybe. I don't know. I don't blame him. This is not on Mamardashvili at all. He's the last person to blame from that list of players there that we've got at the side. He's the last one that we should blame, okay? But I think he might save the first one in another world. You know, it's on Mbeumo's right foot, but again, it's not his fault. And the fact the ball even gets there is not his fault. It's a joke. We'll get to that later in the ratings. You can't do anything about Maguire's header. Oh, God, it knocked me so sick. Honestly, I could feel it in my stomach. And to any United fans watching and enjoying this, because I'd be doing the same if we won against you. I hope you do enjoy. But my God, that feeling of when he scored knocked me sick. And if you didn't feel that as a Liverpool fan, then I'm sorry, you don't feel it like the rest of us do. Because it was horrible. It was horrible to watch him, the stupid bloody patio head, rise up and fucking slab-head it in the net. Oh, God, it knocked me sick. And Mamardashvili stood there like a stranded deer, just with a gun pointing at him. Oh, I'm so annoyed, lads. I'm so annoyed. It's probably a 6 or a 5. I meant to put 65. It definitely wasn't a 65. It's a 6. It was crap. Oh, Bradley. Oh, Bradley. Me and you, mate. Me and you are going to fall right out. I'm telling you, if we haven't already. Because, listen, I'm reading books at the minute, yeah, about boxing, okay? I want to box this fella. To box some fucking sense back into his head. What's going on with him? Why won't he cross the ball? Ever? Why won't he cross it, guys? There was one point in the second half, Salah played him in down the right-hand side. He has a perfect chance to fizz it across the box, and he tries a Cruyff turn and bobbled it off his own leg, and it went out for a goal kick. Ha! Amazing, Bradley. Really good. But let's do more of that. I don't understand. His passing is atrocious. He's atrocious. Where's the Conor Bradley that came into this side and would constantly overlap, and would tackle players dead hard when they go near him, and would win the ball and would just do basic things and do them really well? Where's that Bradley gone? Why have we got this Conor Bradley who seems so unsure of himself, who can't get the ball to Salah if his life depended on it? It's shocking, and by no means was he the worst player on the pitch today, but when you keep getting subbed to put a centre mid at right back, you've got a massive problem at right back. A massive problem. And we can talk all we want about how much we don't care about Trent, blah, 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 but we are missing Trent so much right now, guys. We really are, because we cannot build up from the back whatsoever. And Trent gave us that ability. He gave us the ability to pass the ball from right back to Salah, to the striker, to the left wing seamlessly. We're missing it. It's no good saying, oh yeah, we'll be defensively better, because we're crap at defending. We concede 2 goals every match minimum. You can start the game, pencil in 2 goals for the other team. It doesn't matter who we're playing. It's ridiculous. So we might as well have Trent at the back. Honestly, Bradley, 4. He wasn't disastrous, but he's so off it. He's so off it. It's unbelievable. Konate. The most shocking part of today's game is that we managed to be so woeful, yet Konate was actually good. It's astounding how this happened. But Ibrahima Konate was actually good today. And not just like good against like the other peers he was playing with, who were absolutely shocking. He was actually on a level of being a good performance. I don't know if we put him in at like some sort of electric shock machine and woke him up or something. Had a little go in the electric chair, a little tickle in the electric chair. But he's woke up apparently because he was boss today. He was really good. He had Cunha to deal with. Didn't give him a sniff, making recovery runs, even when players were offside, he was there tackling it. He gets fucked over for the first goal by Van Dijk. It's ridiculous defending by Van Dijk, we'll get to that in a second. There's nothing he can do about it, he's never getting across, it's not his responsibility at all to get across. The header at the end he can do nothing about. Without him today, we conceded more goals than 2, I'm telling you that for a goddamn fact. He was making recovery tackles. He was the one babying Van Dijk today. I'm serious, and that never happens. It was like he had Van Dijk in a little pram, pushing him along. Come on, Virgil. Let's go to the park. Let's kick the ball around. You can feed the ducks. Honestly. It's astounding how bad we were that this is where we're at, where Konate has a good game and we're like, wow, this is really exciting, isn't it? Look how good Konate played. Because he wasn't amazing, but you know what? I'm giving him an 8. I actually thought he was pretty good. And it's the one player today, the one player who can hold the head up for me, who started that game, except for maybe one. Van Dijk certainly is not one of them. What is he doing for that first goal, guys? What is he doing? It's like he's in the Willy Wonka chocolate factory gone fucking walkabout like Augustus Gloop, seen the bloody chocolate stream and just jumped in it. Honestly, where is he going? He wins the header. Maguire heads it back. He wins another header. Maguire heads it back. The second header he does, he bloody Anderson Silva elbows bloody McAllister's head off. Then the referee goes blind, which was just convenient. The referee's eyes stopped working. Stevie Wonder's reffing the game, apparently. And then, beyond any sort of level of football thinking, Van Dijk is running back and he's got Burmo next to him. And he looks behind him and he says to Konate or something, come on. And Burmo's coming. He's on your side, lad. He's on your side. He's next to you. Just mark him. Just run back and mark him. Please. What are you doing? Where are you going? Why? Are you just jogging back? Let some Burmo slip in. Goal. 1-0 in 1 minute. Do you know how bad that is? We waited 2 weeks. We've had 3 defeats on the bounce. We waited 2 weeks to watch us play. We're the last team to play this weekend, except for that shite game on Monday. West Ham. Is it Brentford? Someone like that. Both teams better than us at the minute, by the way. And we watch Van Dijk jogging back in. Jogging. And Burmo sprints past him, knocks it in the net. In 1 minute, it's 1-0. You couldn't have asked for a worse start. I watched them before the game. They're there in a little huddle before the game. You can see Van Dijk. He's pumping everyone up. Come on, let's do this. Let's get into some tackles and work really hard. Blah, 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 blah. 1 minute in, out the fucking window. See you later. Out the window. Goodbye. Adios. If I knew how to say goodbye in Dutch, I would say it. But I don't know how. Alright? It was shocking. He does one good thing. And that's the tackle for our goal. It's a brilliant tackle. And I will give him credit for that because it was a brilliant tackle. And it created the goal. Other than that, shocking. The amount of times he stepped foot into midfield to try and win the ball, trademark Van Dijk, steps into midfield, normally just beasts through the attacker, wins it, and we're on our way. And he's like second best. He's coming nowhere near the ball. The amount of headers he did, where he's heading it, nowhere near our players. Help me, please, Virgil. I can't watch this any longer. He was shocking today. He was shocking. And he gets a 2 from me. I thought he was shocking. He only gets a 2 because of that tackle. It was a 1 otherwise, I'm telling you. He was so bad. He was so bad. Kerkez. Just confuses me, Kerkez. I honestly can't work out if he plays good or not at the minute. And I think that's a bad thing. If you can't work out if a player's playing well or not, they're probably playing bad, is what I would probably say to somebody else. So maybe I need to have a think. There was one part where Ahmad has the ball on the right wing and Kerkez is stood in front of him and he just does this berserk slide tackle where he just goes to ground, flings himself at Ahmad, who obviously just knocked the ball past him. Luckily it didn't lead to anything and he actually got back and won a foul. But he does stuff like that and I'm thinking, is this guy alright up here? Is everything switched on? If his wire's done up correctly up here, does he need to go in the bloody lecky chair? Because something's not right. I watched him for Bournemouth loads last year, and he didn't put a foot wrong every game. And watching him for us, he's doing mental stuff every single match. It doesn't make sense to me. But that being said, he was actually, like, not disastrous today. And you know what the problem is with him? Is he's got the intensity that the rest of our team needs. But he's the only one with it. And he maybe has a smidge too much intensity. They need to take a slice of his intensity and spread it out across the rest of the team. Because every single time the ball went into the middle of the pitch today, a United player was able to get on it. And they'd have all the time in the world to dance around, do a little samba, have a little coffee, maybe make a brew for your mate, maybe have a little sandwich, and then pass the ball out wide. These lot are shit. They're dreadful. I've watched them every single game they've played this season. They're crap. I've seen them. Casemiro's playing in midfield. He's 98 years old. He's had 14 different hip replacements. He can't play anymore. Yet, did we expose him once? Did we make him run once? No. I've gone off topic a bit from Kerkez, but the point is, he's the only one who makes a tackle with like he means to make a tackle. He's the only one who presses and runs like he means to do it. Now, in the last 10 minutes of the game, our players do it like they mean it. Why does it take 80 minutes to get to that level? It shouldn't. It's ridiculous. I'm watching him in training, in the inside training videos. He's there choking out our players, right? He needs to stop. I watched that training video. I saw him. He's choking out McAllister after he's just won a drill, taking a photo. I'm thinking, he's a lunatic, this fella. He's an absolute lunatic, right? But today, I don't know. Was he worse than Bradley? No, I don't think he was. So I think he gets a 5. I think he gets a 5. He puts crosses in. That's all I can ask. Put crosses in, please. Bradley won't cross it. Gravenberch. I mean, you talk about hung out to dry today. This player could not have been more hung out to dry. Like a big washing line in your garden. A massive one with a big bed sheet on it. That's how hung out to dry he was. The whole thing's draped across the whole garden. You can't even see any of the rest of your garden because the bed sheet's taken it all up, except it's not a bed sheet and it's not a washing line. It's Ryan Gravenberch stood in the middle of Liverpool's pitch on his own, completely on his own. Completamente solo, mate. It's unacceptable tactic setup. It's an unacceptable way to set up a football team. Why is he on his own? Why is none of our midfield stood anywhere near him? How are we supposed to build up and get him on the ball if the United players don't have to worry about marking anybody else? They just stand in front of him, put the striker, screen in the pass, and he can't get the ball. It's not his fault, Gravenberch. It's not his fault. And what I will say as well is, I thought Konate especially did really, really well on the ball. He puts one pass through to Isak, the best pass of the game, but for us. Because he's got no one to pass the ball to, and he waited, and he waited, and he waited, and he played a great ball. Gravenberch has got to do more as well, though. He's hung out to dry, but he's got to do more. He's got to show for the ball. He's got to watch footage of Frenkie de Jong for Barcelona. How constantly available he is for the ball. He's got to watch footage of Vitinha for PSG. How constantly available they are for the ball. That is what he needs to work on in his game. His passing is not good enough when he gets it. He was trying to drive us forward, trying, but it's not good enough. At that point, we're 1-0 down. We're chasing the game, and then he gets belted by Mbeumo, and he's injured now. So brilliant. Who knows how long he's injured for? At this point, we can't get worse. We might as well play Endo. So what do you give him, is the question. I think 5. I think 5. We were so bad today, guys. We've lost to United. Just let that sink in. We've lost 4 games in a row. Okay, Crystal Palace was a disaster. A disaster. Galatasaray was worse. Chelsea was heartbreak. And this one is the icing on the cake. United. You know what losing to United is? These players know. It's not acceptable at Liverpool at home. We've just lost at home to United. Just let that sink in as we go to Alexis McAllister, or should I say Michael fucking Phelps, knocking around in the middle of the pitch. Rebecca Adlington knocking around in the middle of the pitch with his stupid stupid cap on. Who has pulled that one out? Running around with a swimming cap on, with a rugby thing, Petr Cech, in the middle of the pitch. Do you know what the problem is with McAllister? Today. Aside from the fact that he got bloody... What's that fella's name who just won the bloody UFC title who everyone loves? Alex Pereira. Aside from the fact he just got Alex Pereira in the middle, bloody 12-6 elbows from Van Dijk like he's in a mosh pit. Right? And the referee, like I said, Stevie Wonder's reffing, doesn't see it. Aside from that, the fact that Arne Slot is making this fella stand up front is baffling. Completely baffling. And I know Arne Slot's doing it because Alexis McAllister doesn't go and stand up front in his own brain. Have you seen him for Argentina? Have you seen him last season? Alexis McAllister does not go and stand on the last line when we're building up at the back. It makes no sense. How are we ever going to get the ball to him? Ever. He's about 2 foot tall. We're playing long balls up to him. It doesn't make any sense. That's why we can't get the ball forward. I'll look at this later in the week. But he's another one stitched up today by Arne Slot. It's not acceptable. Do you know what the problem is as well? When he actually had the ball today, I thought he was all right. I honestly did. He made some tackles. I mean, he was well off the pace, like everyone else. They're well off the pace. The amount of times that the ball will go into the middle after a header and United would have it, and none of our players are there to make a tackle. I watched Gerrard in that fixture for years. I watched, not even players like Gerrard, I watched Gini Wijnaldum and Jordan Henderson and James Milner and Fabinho play in that midfield for Liverpool. And they'd make tackles and they'd give teams no time on the ball whatsoever. I watched Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain play in that midfield, who wasn't necessarily a defensive-minded player, and he would tackle everybody that moved in that midfield. Today, the ball comes into the middle of the pitch. McAllister, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch are nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen. It's not good enough. The effort and intensity is not good enough. In fact, it's abysmal. When he does have the ball, he did all right, but he doesn't have it enough. He's not affecting games enough. It's partly his fault. It's more so Slot's fault today. And aside from that, he had to run around the pitch looking like Michael Phelps. And that, for me, is just what this game will be remembered for. Remember that game that we played against United when we were absolutely shocking? We lost 4 in a row and McAllister had to run around like Michael Phelps. That's how I remember this one. 4. Shocking. Szoboszlai. Oh, God. Right, obviously my last message didn't get through, so let's try another one. I feel like I'm communicating with aliens here. Arne, please, this is from me to you. Please, everybody, clip this up and send it to Arne Slot, please. Goodness gracious. Stop putting Dominic Szoboszlai at right back. Please. Please. I can't handle it anymore. I can't. It's his fault, by the way, the second goal. And you might think, what? How can that be his fault? Well, I'll tell you why. The first thing is, we have that free kick that we win, which he does well on. He wins a free kick. And he decides to belt the ball at Dorgu, who was stood 5 yards away. Now, the referee, again, is on a jolly up. Because he sees him do it, and yet he lets it happen. And it goes out for a throw, and the ref gives a throw. Now, he sees that Dorgu is not 10 yards away, but apparently that rule doesn't matter. So he just lets that carry on. Oh, sound, yeah. No worries, ref. Cheers. But we then get a throw-in a couple seconds after that. Not that throw-in, a different one. And Szoboszlai's on the halfway line. None of our players move. That's another problem. When we get a throw-in, none of our players make any movements whatsoever. We're all hiding, all scared. Weak mentality from these players at the minute. Absolutely weak in the challenges, weak all over the pitch. So Szoboszlai decides, I know, instead of throwing this up the line, what I'll do is throw this back to the goalkeeper from the halfway line, where Mbeumo can almost get it. So Mamardashvili has to then kick the ball. They get a corner from that passage of play. They then score from the corner. That's on Szoboszlai. It is. He's got to throw the ball at the line. But do you know who else that's on? Arne Slot. Because do you know how many throw-ins Szoboszlai's probably took from right back before in his life, before this season? I bet you not very many, people. I bet you it's not very many. But now he is, because he keeps getting put to right back. Keeps getting put to right back because Conor Bradley is shocking at the minute. Why he won't bring Frimpong on to play right back is so far beyond me. I can't even stress to you enough how mad it makes me that he just won't bring Frimpong on at right back. Why did we sign him then? Why did we sign him? Do you know, other than that, Szoboszlai was so ineffective today. In the middle, ineffective. But again, he's not playing where I think he should play. He needs to play in the number 8s because he competes. He gets around. He's playing number 10. He stood up front. He stood on top of McAllister holding hands and ring of roses. It's just not acceptable. We're never going to get in the ball. We've seen last season when he plays there, he's not necessarily a creative player who's going to thread balls through and whatnot. But if we're not winning tackles, we're not able to get the ball anywhere near the front. What's the use of him standing up there? Get him in the middle where he can affect the play. Corners, shocking. How many corners did we have today? Terrible. All this talk about set pieces. By the way, another goal conceded from a set piece for Liverpool. I think that's 5 for the season now. You can't even see me. That's 5 for the season, set pieces. I think that's 0 goals scored, 5 conceded in the Premier League, set pieces. Unacceptable. Szoboszlai takes corners for Hungary. They're all bullets. Takes them for us, front post clear. Front post clear. Every time I see someone's hand go up, I want to rip it off. What are you putting your hand up for? Front post clear every time. He was awful today. 3. Really bad. But it wasn't as bad as this man. And some serious conversations need to be had about Salah at the minute. And it honestly, it's painful. It's really painful. And it's not just Salah, but I'll use Salah as the point to talk about this. But we need to talk about the conversations of. You look at those 11 players there that have started, these lot, okay, and you look at the players on the bench who came on. There's players here who shouldn't be anywhere near this starting 11 at the minute, and unfortunately, Mo Salah is one of them. He shouldn't be anywhere near the starting 11. I'm sorry, but he shouldn't be. I love Mo Salah as much as any Liverpool fan loves Mo Salah, right? But that performance today is a hindrance to Liverpool than anything else. The chances he has one. The ball comes over to him at the back post. He takes it down. He hits it. It goes so far wide. It's not even in the same postcode as Liverpool's goal. It's like, what? Where are you even aiming? He has more times where if he takes his touch better, he can shoot. If he crosses it in better, something might happen. All these crosses are so weak. They just go to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper. How many times he gives the ball away? Countless times. So ineffective. So bad, and it's so telling that Arne Slot took him off when we needed a goal with 5-10 minutes to go. That's how bad he's playing at the minute, and he can't keep starting. We bring Chiesa on. Now listen, Chiesa is half the footballer Mo Salah is. We know that, okay? We've seen Mo Salah for years and years at Liverpool be a talismanic figure. Chiesa does more in his minutes at the minute than Salah does in his. I'm sorry, he can't be starting. When we play Frankfurt, I don't want to see Salah in the team. I don't want to see it. There's more players that should be playing. Frimpong should be playing. Conor Bradley shouldn't be playing. Okay? Wirtz should be playing, obviously. Ekitike should be playing. Jones has a right to say he should be playing. I'm sorry, it's true. And Salah today, it's shocking. It's so bad. It's just not acceptable play from a player that we rely on to be a really, really top player for us. A player that we say, get us a goal. If you need a goal in that situation, it's him. He's not doing anywhere near enough. He's so far off it at the minute. It's painful. And I don't know what needs to change. I don't really know what's wrong. But all I can do is rate his performance. And today, I'm giving him a 1. And he's so lucky that he doesn't get a 0. I'm only not giving him a 0 because they're rare. And I'm giving out too many at the minute. He gets a 1 for me. At least he tried. Isak. Oh, mate. Mate! How does he not score that chance? And the one before it. He has one, first of all, that forced him on the edge of the box. He's got loads of time and he scuffs it wide. Scuffed it like the ball comes off his heel and it bobbles out of play harmlessly. If that's Newcastle against us, it's in the top corner, no doubt about it. Then he has one, he makes a great run, he gets played through by Konate. You're thinking, here we go, this is it. Lift off at Liverpool. Here we go, Isak. Oh, he's missed. What's going on? Great save from the goalkeeper. I'll give him his credit. It's a great save. I wish he had Onana in net. But it's a great save. He's got to score. He's got to bury it. That's why we bought him. £150 million. He's got to bury it. I'm sorry. He's got to bury it. And you know what as well? He's not involved enough in the game. Yes, we can blame the players. Yes, we can blame the tactics. But for me, Ekitike comes on. He has more involvement in the game than Isak did. Now, when that's happening, you've got to look at Isak and you've got to say, what are you doing that's not getting you involved in the game? Now, I think our players have got to find him more, and I think he'd be found more if Florian Wirtz was on the pitch. Now, we'll get to that when we get to Wirtz later. But, yeah, not very good today. Not very good. I don't know. Slot says he's fit now, so we can judge him. Well, I'm judging him today, and he wasn't very good. So I think Ekitike should have started, personally. I think Ekitike should have started, and we should have brought Isak on. I think it would have been better. But look, I'm not ready to go all in on Isak and say he's a problem and blah, 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 blah. But today he was bad, so he gets a 4. 3. He gets a 3 because he should score that chance. That's why he's there. That's why he's there. He's got to score those chances, and he doesn't. So it's a 3. Then we go to Gakpo, who had one of the most frustrating afternoons ever. And you know, I just keep remembering every now and then that we just lost to a Maguire winner, and it makes me so angry. Guys, it makes me so angry. I can't believe we've lost 4 games in a row. It is a crisis at Liverpool now. Remember Man City last season when they kept losing games? This is where we are now. It's a crisis at Liverpool. It really is. Gakpo. Now, he's so unlucky. He hits the post. We make one good move. Salah plays one good pass in the whole game. It goes to Gakpo. And he hits the post. It's unlucky. Then he has another one. He takes his man on, deflects off Bruno Fernandes, off the post. Then he has another one, second half, cuts inside, great shot, off the post. It's really unlucky. He scores a goal. He tried his fucking hardest to miss it, let me tell you that much. He nearly goes wide. Nearly, from 1 yard out. That would have just summed it up. But then, he made sure that he got his sitter miss in, didn't he? He made damn sure he got that in. When 2 minutes later, after they go 2-1 up, Frimpong puts a great ball in. Gakpo, open goal. Yes, this is it. 2-2. Liverpool are back in the game. No, he's headed it miles wide. What? Excuse me? He's done what? He's headed it miles wide. Nowhere even close. Yeah, it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable to miss that type of chance. It's easy. It's a sitter. But what I will say about Gakpo is he tries all game long to make stuff happen. He's constantly a threat. He's constantly involved. Yeah, he deserves some credit from this game. And do you know what the funniest part of it all is? He was about to come off for Frimpong when he scored. So that's just the icing on the cake for Arne Slot's performance today. Because how Gakpo was ever going to come off that pitch, he was our most dangerous attacker by a billion years, is mind-boggling to say the least. So for me, he gets a 7. He would have got higher if he scored that chance at the end. Obviously, he tried hard, but still at times there's just a lack of quality. He gets a 7. Right, Florian Wirtz. Now, I don't know what the fuck is going on, why this fella is on the bench for 60 minutes. It's over my head. Arne Slot must be on some galaxy brain level thinking, because for me, it's not that hard, really. Florian Wirtz, one of the best creative players in the world, plays in that central position in the pitch where United are weak. We need goals, okay? First of all, he should start. Pretty plain and simple. He needs to start the game. All right, he doesn't start. That's your first wrong decision. We're losing 1-0 at half-time, okay? We can't create to save our lives. Well, obviously he comes on at half-time then, no? No. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. What we'll do is we'll bring him on after an hour when we're really fucked. That's what we'll do. He comes on after an hour. Immediately, he starts making stuff happen. Immediately. And look, nothing crazy. But his touch is good. He's driving us forward. He's making chances. It's all the subs, by the way, for the goal. Wirtz somehow comes out with the ball in a little row of players. Finds Chiesa. Chiesa crosses it in. Gakpo scores. It's all the subs. Ekitike did good work before it as well. We'll get to him next. He should be starting. The fact the camera cuts to him after 55 minutes, with Liverpool losing the game, playing absolutely shocking, and he's sat there on the bench like this, is just like... It's enough to make you want to get your eyeballs, right, and just rip them out of your head. Just get both my eyeballs in, just rip them out, and, like, throw them at the TV and just watch the game like that, Ron Burgundy style. I'm blind. Because I don't want to see that ever again, him on the bench, in a game that he doesn't desperately need a rest. Because he doesn't, let's be real. He should be playing. It's a massive mistake from Slot, and he should be getting pelters from Liverpool fans today, because that's an abhorrent level decision. I thought he was pretty good when he came on. I'm giving him a 7. I thought he was alright. I thought he was pretty good. Changed the game for the better. And so did this fella, Hugo Ekitike. Changed the game for the better. The injection of energy, the injection of purpose, of pace, of quality, of something, just emphasis in the play. It comes when he comes onto the pitch. Immediately he gets the ball, he beats his man, he comes inside. Yeah, he makes the wrong decision. He should pass it to Wirtz. He has a shot from 30 yards, it goes miles over. But the purpose was there. We didn't see that from anyone else. The run he makes to create the goal, he gets it out wide, he comes inside, beats his man. Again, he should maybe pass it. He's trying to score. I don't blame him. He loses the ball a little bit. We get a bit lucky. We score a goal. It's Ekitike's good work. He has another one. He's on the left wing, breaking, cuts inside, shoots, almost scores. He should get it on target, but again, he's looking dangerous. He makes stuff happen. He's a threat. It's more than Isak can say this game. I'm serious. He should have started today, Ekitike. He should have started, and he should start against Frankfurt, his old club. And I guarantee against Frankfurt, if we start Wirtz, if we start Ekitike, if we start Frimpong, if we start Chiesa, if we start Jones, if we start those 5 subs there against Frankfurt, we'll be better. Guarantee. 100% guarantee. Will we do it? Well, probably not. Probably start these bunch of clowns it. No, these bunch of clowns. I can't even get me sides right ever. We'll probably start these lot again. If we lose that one, by the way. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a whole nother story. I thought he did alright. I thought he was positive, but I'm giving him a 6 because he kept missing. I'm giving him a 6. Jones, I thought, did really good when he came on. Now, listen, I say really good. It's not Pedri. It's not like he's coming on and he's João Neves in the middle of the pitch, doing everything perfect. But just the fact that again, the bar's low, but he's showing intensity. He's winning tackles. He's running around. We played with a 4-4-2 of Wirtz and Jones in midfield. Do you know how bad that is? Do you know the balance on that? It's shocking. It's so bad. Got all these amazing players. We end up with Wirtz and Jones as a midfield pairing. Ha ha! Oh, I can't see anything that would go wrong with that. Well, I thought he does good. He gets on the ball. He never loses the ball. He keeps us going. He was running. He made a good burst forward. Had a shot with his left foot. It wasn't the best shot, but it's a decent shot. He's trying. That's more than a lot of these players, honestly. Gets stuck in. Wins a few fouls. The bar's low, but he deserves to be playing. I tell you, he's better than McAllister at the minute. He's better than Gravenberch today. He's miles better than Szoboszlai today. So what else can you say? But for me, Curtis Jones today gets a 7. No, he doesn't get a 7. He gets a 6. I can't be going too many 7s when we played that crap against United. And we lost. We lost to fucking United. Oh my God. I could just... I tell you what, I better be having something nice for tea tonight because otherwise, night is ruined. I'm watching Survivor later, and that's going to cheer me up. And I'm switching off from football, and I'm not bloody ever watching ever again. Word to God, that's how I feel. Chiesa comes on. Now, if, again, like Kerkez, if all of our players had a little bit of Chiesa in them at the minute, it'd be a damn sight better because he legs around that pitch. He makes tackles. Yeah, he messes stuff up. Okay? The ball goes into him up front. His touch isn't great, okay? Sometimes. But other times, he's taking players on. He's creating. He's using his left foot. He's using his right foot. He's picking up different positions. He's really, really energetic. That's all I want. Put a bit of fight in, Liverpool, please. He creates the goal. He gets an assist. He's got more goal contributions. I think he's got 3 or 4 goal contributions in the Prem already this season. He's played about 5 minutes combined. It's just... He needs to be playing more. I'm sorry, he does. I thought he made a positive impact again. For me, I'm not going to talk about him long. I'm sick of this game already. It's a 7. And we'll go to Frimpong. Again, positive impact. Comes on. The worrying thing for me, once again, he comes on the pitch. He's playing right wing. Szoboszlai's still playing right back when Frimpong comes on. That's worrying. It's worrying to me why Arne Slot suddenly won't play Frimpong at right back and he prefers to play Frimpong right wing with Szoboszlai at right back. That does not make sense, Arne Slot. It doesn't make sense, lad. What's going on in your brain? Please! It doesn't make sense. And you know what? Frimpong goes right wing and he played better than Salah. He played better. He did one thing. He beats his man. He puts a really good cross in. Gakpo should score. That should have been 2-2. Instead, I had to listen to Gary Neville scream his little fucking head off on commentary. Screaming like, "Rah! Fuck off." If I'm Carragher, I'm nailing him. Honestly, I'm nailing him. Mate, so frustrating. He put another good ball in as well after that. He should be playing. I thought he should have started. He gets a 7 from me. That's the ratings. I'm absolutely fuming. I am fuming, lads, ladies, whoever's watching. I'm fuming. If you're a rival fan, congratulations, because this is as low as it gets for Liverpool. Or is it? That's the big question, isn't it? That's the big question. Or is it? Can it get worse than this? Well, I didn't think it would get worse after we lost to Palace. I didn't think it would get worse after Galatasaray or Chelsea or the international break or 1 minute after United or 80 minutes. Well, it did. And it can. Use Mick McCarthy. It can get worse. But, ladies and gents, they are the ratings. I hope you did enjoy, because I did not. One little bit. And if you did enjoy, if you were entertained whatsoever, please do click the like button. Please comment away. Let me know what you think of our players. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe you think some were better, some were worse than I did. Let me know. Vent out the frustrations in the comments, because my God, I know that I would need to if I wasn't making these videos. So feel free. Let me know what you think of all these Muppets we've got playing for us right now. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you've watched this whole video, please subscribe to the channel, because making ratings after losing in the last minute or so and playing crap against United is about as painful as an experience as a Liverpool fan can put themselves through. If you watched all this video and you haven't clicked subscribe, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. But if you did watch, thank you very, very much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And thank you for listening as well, if you did just listen. I hope that you were able to get through this as a Liverpool fan and not feel too much pain like I do right now. I'll be back on likely Tuesday for the dreaded tactical analysis of this game. And it is dreaded, let me tell you that much, because there's about a billion things wrong with this game. Until then, guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday somehow. Try and forget about football once again. 4 in a row lost for Liverpool. Where do we go from here? Well, who knows. Until then, I'll speak to you very soon. Have a good rest of your weekend and a good start to your week. Speak to you soon. Goodbye.